Welcome to Game Week 21 of the Marble Race Premier League. This week we've got Brentford versus Manchester City, Chelsea versus Bournemouth, West Ham versus Fulham, Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool, Everton versus Aston Villa, Leicester versus Crystal Palace, Newcastle United versus Wolves, Arsenal versus Tottenham, massive North London derby there, Ipswich Town versus Brighton, and Man United versus Southampton. At the end of Game Week 20, it was Chelsea who opened up a 4-point lead at the top, 5 straight wins for them, 4 points clear after Week 20. 4 points clear of Liverpool, who are a further point clear of Villa, who are 2 further points clear of Arsenal. Brentford and Wolves, their 7 marble teams, flying high in 5th and 6th, while Man City, although they lost last week, are just hovering just outside that top 6 right now, getting pretty close. Can they mount a late challenge? Probably not, but we shall see. At the bottom of the table, Bournemouth and Southampton on 16 points at the bottom, Ipswich on 19 points in 18th, and just 1 point now away from getting themselves out of the relegation zone, with Leicester City just outside it on 20 points. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack on with Game Week 21. Match 1 of Game Week 21 sees Brentford at home to Manchester City. Brentford currently in 5th in the league. A win here could put them temporarily joint 4th with Arsenal, although the goal was a lot worse. Man City with a win here to get themselves within 1 point of 5th place. So they're slowly creeping up on those top 4, but they've still got a way to go. They're still currently at the moment 11 points off Chelsea at the top. Man City needs to go on a surge and a half now at the back end of the season. Real life Man City have had a couple of better performances in recent times. Can Marble Race Premier League Man City do the same? That's the question. They need to blag some wins now and start pushing their way towards the top a bit more. There's 1 goal for Man City. It's 2-0 Man City. It's looking good for them right now. It's 3-0 Man City. This is more like it for them. This one looks like it's going to finish. It is indeed. This one finishes Brentford 0, Manchester City 3. Match 2 of Game Week 21 sees Chelsea at home to Bournemouth. Chelsea, top of the league, 4 points clear at the moment. Bournemouth got themselves to the bottom last week with a 2-0 home win against Everton. A win here would get them within 1 point of safety, albeit none of the other teams at the bottom have played yet, so it would be a temporary measure at the best at the moment. But Bournemouth beating Chelsea would be an almighty upset, given Chelsea have only lost 1 game all season and Bournemouth have lost 12 of their 20 games. But anything is possible in the Marble Race Premier League. Bournemouth have got 7 marbles in this, Chelsea have got 9. But will an upset be on the card here? Can Bournemouth fight their way out of this relegation zone? They can't get through that obstacle at all. 3 Chelsea marbles have got through, while Bournemouth struggling. 4 Chelsea marbles through, 5 through. Where are Bournemouth? How are they struggling so badly to get out of this one? This is surely a Chelsea win now, because they've failed so dismally to get out of that third obstacle. 1-0 Chelsea. This is going to be a win for sure. 2-0 Chelsea. Will we get a third goal before it finishes? We will indeed. 3-0 Chelsea, and that looks like it's going to end that way. It does indeed. Comfortable win here. They currently are 6 points clear now off the... No, not 6, 7 points clear now, albeit the teams alone haven't played yet this week. But this one finishes Chelsea 3, Bournemouth 0. Match 3 of Game Week 21 sees West Ham at home to Fulham. A few weeks ago, Fulham were in the top 5. West Ham were in the bottom 3. Now a West Ham win here would put them level on points, because West Ham have been on one hell of a run in recent weeks. They've had, I think, 5 wins in 6 games, something like that. A crazy run of form, and a win here would put them right up to 8th, I think, 8th place at the moment. No, sorry, 9th place, which would be a hell of an effort considering where they were literally 5-6 weeks ago. Fulham win, however, would put them on the cusp of the top 5. It would put them joint 6th, I believe. So they'll be doing pretty well with a win. But can West Ham get yet another win? This looks like it's got some momentum. This is going to get across the line, guys. You know, West Ham, could they be on for yet another one here? Can Fulham get back into this London derby here or not? That's the question. Have they got a little chance here? It looks like they're not going to. Is it going to cross the line? No! A narrow home win here. This one finishes West Ham 1, Fulham 0. West Ham's great run continues. They move up to about 8th. Match 4 of Game Week 21 sees Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. Clearly in the real life Premier League, this match is going to be huge when it happens imminently. But in this one, it's still a pretty big match. Liverpool currently 7 points adrift of Chelsea after Chelsea's 3-0 win earlier in Game Week 21. Forest are currently mid-table. A win would put them up to about 8th, which would be a hell of an effort for them as a 6 marble team in this competition. But can they overcome 11 marble Liverpool? It's a big ask where they've got nearly twice as many marbles. But can they manage it? Oh, Liverpool have got through early. A Forest marble needs to get through pretty quickly now, because this one's going to get plenty of time at the bottom half of the course to get through. And then maybe no answer to it. We all know how tricky this course is. If one marble breaks away, and this one really has broken quite a long way away, it's going to have a good few opportunities here before anything else any other marbles join at the bottom. If this gets a clean run through, and it has, this is problems all over for Forest. They will not get one down here. This is probably going to be a 1-0 unless one of these guys can bomb down very quickly. Nope, they're not going to make it. This one finishes Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 1. Liverpool close the gap to Chelsea at the top, back down to 4 points. Match 5 of Game Week 21 that sees Everton at home to Villa. Everton's form in the Marble Rose Premier League started well. It's gone downhill pretty rapidly over recent weeks. They are now just 5 points off the relegation zone, having been in the top 5 or 6 at the start of the season. Villa currently 8 points off Chelsea. A win here would get them back within 5 points. They're still in the title race at the moment, unless Everton can... I guess we'd call it a surprise victory given their recent form in the Marble Race Premier League. Please do not confuse us, guys. This is the Marble Race Premier League I'm referring to. This is different to the Premier League, so when I say Everton's recent form's been poor, I'm talking about this, not the real Premier League, where they have actually been pretty decent recently. Anyway, whereas Villa really haven't been too good at all. But Villa get an early goal in this one. Will that be enough for them? Will a 1-0 be enough? Their clock is ticking. If either get a jump, anyone going to get across the line? No, another narrow little victory here. This one finishes Everton 0, Villa 1. Villa moves within 5 points of Chelsea. Everton potentially dropping closer to the relegation zone. Match 6 of Game Week 21. This one's a big one in terms of the relegation battle. It's Leicester and Crystal Palace. Leicester currently 1 place and 1 point outside the relegation zone. Palace currently 2 places and 3 points outside the relegation zone. However, Palace's goal difference is 5 worse than Leicester's. Either of these guys can get a win, and it will really do their chance of staying in the league some good. And with Everton having just lost in the previous game 1-0 to Villa, they'll be looking over their shoulders as well, because if either of these two teams get a win, if Crystal Palace would go above them, and Leicester would be within 1 point of them. So this, whatever the outcome here, Everton are going to get closed up on by at least one of these two teams. Of course, it could be both of them if they get a draw. Palace with the early goal here. Leicester may have one chance to get down if they're lucky. Probably not, because the clock's going to run out before I think they're going to get down. They need a hell of a run to get down here to make it. Can they do it? No, another 1-0 this week. Lots of 1-0s this week. This one finishes Leicester City 0, Crystal Palace 1. Match 7 of Game Week 21 sees Newcastle Utd at home to Wolves. Newcastle's form pretty terrible. Only 2 places outside the relegation zone. A good win away at Tottenham last week, however, has given them a little bit of a cushion of 4 points. A win here would move them up the table a bit more. Newcastle, while not doing very well, have only got a -1 goal difference despite their poor form. So a win here would push them right up to about 10th, which would be pretty remarkable given how poor they've been this season. But the mid-table battle in this league is so tight that it would really propel them a long way up the league. Wolves currently doing pretty well themselves in the league. Currently 7th. A win here would put them in the top 5. Which would be fantastic for them. But can Newcastle get the win? Oh, they were so close. They're going to get it here, though. Can they get the win that will push them up to mid-table? There are Wolves marbles everywhere, though. This is dangerous for Newcastle. Can they fend off this horde of marbles? They can't. This could be dangerous. Oh, no. Wolves have stolen it with a hat-trick of goals at the end. This is a disaster for Newcastle yet again. This one finishes Newcastle 1, Wolves 3. Match 8 of Game Week 21 is the biggie. It's the North London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham. Arsenal with a win here could get themselves within 7 points of top. So they need a win. They're going to get cut adrift if they're not careful. They're currently 10 points behind Chelsea after Chelsea's win this week. 10 points is a lot to gain back, as this is the 21st game of the season. A win, however, here will keep them on track to at least try and push Chelsea and other teams above them, Liverpool and Aston Villa, in the race for the Marble Race Premier League inaugural title, while Tottenham sitting about 12th or 13th at the moment. A win here would get them up to about 8th, and finally someone in the top half. And Tottenham have got a chance here. We know how unpredictable the bottom half of this course can be. They've got marbles everywhere. This could be an upset in the North London derby. They've got one over the line here. The Arsenal marble is going to have to make it. This has to make it, and even now it's not going to help it, because they're going to lose this one. Arsenal are going to suffer a shock home defeat here. They are indeed. This one finishes Arsenal 0, Tottenham 2. Tottenham fans, take a bow. Match 9 of Game Week 21 sees Ipswich Town at home to Brighton. Ipswich can get themselves out of the bottom 3 with a win. They'll go 2 points above Leicester if they can manage it. A point would get them joint 17th, but their goal difference is worse at the moment. Brighton with a win could propel themselves up to about 8th in the league. So important for both teams here, but especially Ipswich. If they can get themselves out of that bottom 3, that would be fantastic for them. As a Norwich fan, clearly want Brighton to win this game. I'm very aware we've definitely got Ipswich fans, or at least I know at least one who's commented on this before when Ipswich got a win the other week. I've got nothing against you, mister, but I'm a Norwich fan. I can't support Ipswich, sorry buddy. And Brighton are looking good at the moment. They've got 2 down there early. Where are the Ipswich Marbles? These guys have got an almighty chance to snatch victory. They're so far ahead of any Ipswich Marbles. We can't even see any on the screen right now. Can we get a clear? Where'd that one go? Okay, that looked like it hit a green zone and disappeared then. Calling foul play here, boys. I'm calling some foul play. I swear one of them hit a green zone. They're really messing this up. What are they doing? They are having a shocker. They cannot get past at all. If they're going to have to do some Ipswich marbles coming down here soon, surely. And there is one in now. If they mess this up, seriously, it'd be an absolute shocker. Right, they've got one across the line, but there are Ipswich Town marbles now here because Brighton have taken so long to actually get one across the line. Ipswich equalise. This could be a shocker. They're going to steal one, boys. They're going to thieve a result. Oh, I think that one crossed the line. We'll VAR check it. But I believe this one finished Ipswich Town 2, Brighton 2. VAR can confirm it did indeed cross the line in time, but therefore this one finishes Ipswich Town 2, Brighton 2. Match 10 of Game Week 21 sees Man United versus Southampton. Man United in the Marble Race Premier League underperforming exactly as badly as real life Man United, also 13th in the league, underperforming hugely, only 5 points off relegation in this. Southampton are currently second bottom. A win here would get them within a point of safety if they could get a surprise victory against United. Let's be honest, in real life any results possible against United at the moment, but in this equally, Man United are unpredictable in the Marble Race Premier League as well. Can Southampton pull off a shocker here and get through? To be fair, they've got 6 marbles and they've already got 4 through the third obstacle. That's a hell of an effort when they've only got 6 marbles. Man United got 9. And here they come now. It's 2v1 at the bottom half of the course. 2v2. Can Southampton cause an upset here? Oh, they didn't get in ahead of the Man United marble now. Can they get through? Can they squeeze one in? Can they make it? It's going to be a close one, guys. Who is going to get the first one through and put the pressure on the other team here? No one can score again. It's United through first. Can Southampton get an equaliser? It's 2-0 United. Can they cock it up from here? Surely not now. It's 3-0 United. That's going to end there, I think. Chances there for Southampton. Took none of them. This one finishes Man United 3, Southampton 0. So at the end of Game Week 21, it's Chelsea who maintain their 4-point lead at the top with their 3-0 victory over Bournemouth. Liverpool keeping the pressure on them though with their narrow 1-0 victory away at Forest. Villa also doing pretty well as well in there, not doing too badly with their 1-0 win. Lots of 1-0 wins this week away at Everton, who are dropping like a stone at the moment in the league. They are now only 4 points clear of relegation at the bottom there. With the teams at the bottom picking up points here and there, they're getting very close now, just 4 points off it. Ipswich with a 2-2 draw with Brighton, nearly snatched a 2-1 victory, but Brighton scored right at the very end of that game, obviously, as well. While we've got Newcastle still can't get themselves away from that relegation zone, can they? Another poor defeat for them, 1-0 up, and suddenly 3 goals conceded in the last few seconds there, losing again, just 3 points away from the relegation zone. Will we see a 9 marble team relegated this season? Who knows? Anyway, if you enjoyed this one, guys, please make sure you smash like on the video. Please subscribe as well if you aren't already, and please make sure you check out all the shorts videos if you've got the time and the inclination to do that as well. That all kind of make up part of this series for all the individual games as well each week. And until next time, guys, thank you ever so much for watching this one. Catch you for Game Week 22 very soon. Cheers all, bye!